You know, adulting really sucks sometimes. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Real with Mrs. B, and I'm Kelsey. And it's kind of fresh in my brain right now. I'm a little annoyed by a few things. You could say that Murphy's knocked on my door, or our door, a few times in the past week and a half. And I'm just gonna put out a video just letting you know what's going on, and maybe you guys can relate and basically talk about what do you do when Murphy knocks on your door. So I just got off the phone with our landlord consolidation person, I guess. Now, when we had the apartment fire, we stayed within our apartment. They had another apartment building, so the same company, I should say. And so they were supposed to transfer over our security deposit to the place we were moving to. And then when we moved back to this apartment, they were going to transfer it back again, as long as, we obviously didn't ruin anything at the last place, and we didn't owe anything. Anyway, there was a span of time that we weren't living at either apartments. We were moving things out. We were moving into the new place. But we couldn't live there yet because all of our stuff smelled really, really bad. We didn't have a bed. We didn't have a couch. We didn't have the things that we needed. And it just wasn't, a healthy environment yet to move in. Anyway, we had talked to the manager about getting reimbursed for the days that we didn't have an apartment to live in. And I'm looking at the email right now. And what they ended up doing is crediting our account for the days that we missed. So I checked my account one day and it was credited $527. I was like, that's outrageous. That's a lot. Okay, but that would be really, really awesome. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I had emailed my manager, and word for word, this is what it says. I just checked your account and you currently have a $527 credit on your account. The security deposit has also been applied correctly. And then it goes on to talk about other things. And I'm like, okay, we're set. That's awesome. Great. We're all good. And that can help with things that we need to get for our apartment. I should have known better. That would come to bite us in the ass. Excuse my language. So that was in April. That was on April 8th. Okay, so when we paid our May rent, it was a lot less. And I think I had a video on that. I think that's when I first started. Regardless, anyway, we get a call only last week from the landlord, someone in the company, saying that we still owe our security deposit of $500. And I'm thinking, I have this proof from the manager saying that the security deposit was correctly applied. And I thought all was good. Well, I call the apartment manager. I'm talking to her. They made a mistake, blah, blah, blah. I call the lady back, leave a message. I don't hear back from a week, and she calls my husband instead and leaves another message. I'm just annoyed because I called and left the message. Why am I not getting the call back? Regardless, she just called me back and barely an apology, said they made a mistake, that the security deposit was reimbursed to us instead of applied to the apartment, and basically we still owe $500, and it's either going to be on the last apartment or this apartment, and if we don't pay it immediately, pretty much, we have 30 days and we need to move out because our lease is not processed until they have that security deposit. Now, I understand we owe that money. I get it. But I'm annoyed at the situation, and I hope you can understand. They made the mistake. I feel like there should be some other, compromise that we could come to. And I had suggested if there's something that we could sign saying that we are responsible for any, damages. You know, I mean, we have paid our rent early all the time for 3 years. I feel like we've been great tenants. It's just really crappy, you know? It just really sucks. But then on top of that, so I get this call last week, and I check our mail, and, you know, I think I had mentioned in a previous video that, you know, obviously I got my wisdom teeth out, but then also that week I went to the doctor's to get 2 of my moles removed. Now, I didn't think that I had skin cancer or anything, but these 2 moles in particular were a little bit bigger. They were in places where they got caught on things. Like, one was behind my neck, and when I brushed my hair, it would get caught on it. Anyway, I had went there hoping to get them removed, and I did. Well, I just got 2 bills in the mail. Not just 1, but 2. The first one is from the actual place I went to. Okay, and it says, after insurance, I owe $138.57. And I'm like, okay, that's reasonable, whatever. Our healthcare system sucks, but I'll pay it, okay? And then the other one, though, is from a dermatology clinic, I guess. And it says, your physician chose this place to diagnose and interpret the tissue removed at the time of your recent visit. Okay. And this is what gets me. Okay, it's $205.34. So for this, I paid the $35 when I went, and then now I owe another $340 some dollars. Are you kidding me? For being in the office for 20 minutes? And what gets me is I never asked them to send in the tissue to get, you know, looked at. He told me, I'm pretty sure it's benign, but I'm going to send it in to get looked at just in case. Well, okay, I didn't think that it was going to be sent to some special lab that's going to cost me an arm and a leg. I know $200 isn't a lot to some people, but this all adds up. The $500 for the security deposit, and now a $340 bill for this? Seriously? So that's $850 now that we owe. And I am terrified that I'm also going to get another bill for my wisdom teeth if for some reason they did not bill me correctly. I know I'm ranting a lot. It's just very frustrating, and all at the same time. I don't know what to do yet. Obviously, we have to pay the $500 immediately. It just it sucks. It really sucks. Being an adult sucks sometimes. So, what do you do when Murphy calls? He's at your door. Sometimes you just gotta hold your head up high and just, you know, deal with it. Fortunately, we've built up a savings. That's what an emergency savings is for, right? We have that. And then I have been putting money aside each month for my health and dental. So I have that as well. So this is why we save for those unexpected occurrences in life. And it sucks that I will have to be dipping into that. I don't want to, you know, but that's life. So moving on to something a little more positive, though, I had a really intense teaching interview this week. Now, it was for a position I was really excited about. My passion is psychology, and it was going to be a year-long sub position, essentially, for a psychology teacher. She's going on maternity leave, but I would be the teacher the entire year. And it's at a great school district, awesome school. The interview was intense because it was a little bit harder than any other interview that I've gone to before. There was 5 people sitting in the interview. I had to do a 15-minute lesson along with a 15-question interview and a 20-minute writing prompt. Well, I was told that I would get called back by the end of the week. I felt like it went awesome. I really enjoyed the atmosphere. It was really great, but I have always been passed up. You know, I've been told that you did a really great job and we really like you, but we're going to go with someone else that would be a better fit. And, well, they called me back that day and offered me the job. So I'm so excited. It's a huge weight lift off my shoulders. I'm super excited about it. They're just going through references now, and hopefully everything checks out and it's all good and goes smoothly and we can move forward. And then I don't have to apply for any more jobs or worry about going to interviews, worried about getting callbacks. I mean, that sucks too. Being an adult. Anyway, so get this though. I get a call today from another school district for a position I was also very excited to apply for and have the possibility to work at. And yeah, they called me for an interview on Monday. Now, this puts me in a really difficult spot. It's also a great position. I would be the actual teacher, but it is only half-time. Part-time, it's every other day. They have an A-B schedule, basically. And I'm like, do I go just to see? Do I just not? Because I already said this to this other job that I want the job and I really do want it, but this other one is just as good. And so either way, I am very grateful to be moving forward in my career. It's definitely a step forward. I've been slowly moving forward for the last few years, and either way, I'm excited. So, sorry about all the ranting today. It wasn't all positive, but that's life again. So please let me know if Murphy has knocked on your door recently and what you would do. If you've ever been in a position in which two jobs wanted you or wanted to hire you, and what did you do? Please comment below. I love to hear from you guys, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. As always, if you like what you see, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.